Hello there. Whether you're a seasoned aviator or just starting your journey in the cockpit, there's a silent partner up there with you every night. Let's talk about something many new pilots overlook: the moon. It's easy to take for granted, but its presence, or absence, can completely change your experience in the air. For a VFR pilot, the moon is more than a pretty sight. It's a vital, ever-changing source of light. It can be the difference between a smooth, confident flight and one filled with uncertainty. On a full moon, it's like flying with a natural floodlight. The landscape below glows, runways and roads are easier to spot, and you feel a reassuring sense of orientation. But on a moonless night, you're in a world of darkness where even the horizon can vanish. The familiar becomes mysterious, and your senses have to work overtime. Understanding the moon's phases isn't just trivia, it's essential for safe night flying. Knowing when to expect more or less light can help you plan your route, choose alternate airports, and prepare for emergencies. The amount of moonlight directly affects your ability to see the ground, avoid obstacles, and maintain orientation. It can mean the difference between spotting a tree line or missing a power line. Flying at night is about more than regulations and checklists. It's about adapting to the unique environment each night brings. Every flight after sunset is a new challenge shaped by the moon's cycle and the weather. Can you spot an unlit tower or distinguish a lake from a field in an emergency? Often that depends on the moon. In a real crisis, those extra few seconds of visibility can make all the difference. So, let's break down how the moon's phases impact your night flights and how you can use this knowledge to fly safer. We'll explore practical strategies for making the most of every phase, from new moon to full. We'll cover VFR basics, the moon's phases, and practical tips passed down from experienced pilots. You'll learn how to anticipate challenges and use the moon as a guide. By the end, you'll see the moon as a crucial tool, a silent partner in every night flight, always there to help you navigate the darkness. Your logbook and your passengers will thank you for making the moon your trusted co-pilot. What is VFR, Visual Flight Rules? It's a fundamental concept in aviation, and it's all about flying by what you can see, not just what your instruments tell you. Under VFR, pilots rely on their eyes to navigate, using ground features, landmarks, and the horizon to maintain orientation and control the aircraft. It's a skill that connects you directly to the world outside your cockpit. In daylight, this is straightforward. The landscape is vivid, colors are sharp, and every detail stands out. You can easily spot roads, rivers, and towns, making navigation almost intuitive. But as the sun sets, everything changes. At night, the world outside transforms into a patchwork of lights and deep shadows. The horizon can vanish completely, especially over rural or unlit areas, leaving you with only scattered clues to your position. That's why night VFR is considered a more advanced skill. It demands greater awareness, preparation, and a different mindset than flying during the day. You see less, and what you do see can sometimes be misleading. Lights on the ground might look like stars, and distant towns can appear closer than they really are. Regulations require extra training and specialized equipment for night VFR. Red cockpit lights help preserve your night vision, but no amount of lighting inside can replace the need for clear visibility outside. This is where the moon and stars become crucial. A bright moon can reveal terrain, rivers, and the horizon, making navigation much easier. On a moonless night, you might find yourself flying through near total darkness, with only your instruments and a few scattered lights to guide you. Night VFR is about balancing limited visual cues with your trust in the instruments. You must constantly scan both inside and outside, piecing together a mental map of your surroundings. The moon's presence or absence can shape your entire flight experience, turning a routine trip into either a scenic adventure or a test of your skills and confidence. With a bright moon, a night flight can feel almost magical, the world below softly illuminated. Without it, you're navigating the void, relying on training and judgment. Mastering these challenges is the first step to becoming a truly confident night pilot, one who can handle whatever the darkness brings. In the end, the moon is your greatest ally or your biggest challenge when flying by sight at night. To use the moon as a tool for night flying, you first need to understand its phases and how they affect the world below. The moon is more than just a beautiful object in the sky. It's a natural beacon that can guide and inform pilots during nighttime operations. The moon reflects sunlight, and its visible shape changes in a predictable 29.5-day cycle. Each phase brings a unique level of illumination, which can dramatically alter what you see from the cockpit. It all starts with the new moon. No visible light, just maximum darkness for pilots. On these nights, the world outside your window can seem almost invisible, making navigation and spotting terrain more challenging. Next comes the waxing crescent. A thin sliver of light appears, but the night remains very dark. Even a small crescent can help you spot the horizon or distant clouds, but it's still a time for extra caution. The first quarter looks like a half moon, offering a useful boost in illumination. This phase can make a real difference, lighting up runways and landscapes that were hidden just days before. Waxing gibbous means more than half the moon is lit, and each night gets brighter. Pilots can rely on this growing light to improve visibility and reduce the risks of night flying. The full moon is the peak, maximum light, almost like twilight below. Under a full moon, landscapes, runways, and even bodies of water become visible, making navigation much easier and safer. After the full moon, the light begins to wane. First the waning gibbous, then the third quarter, which is another half moon, but lit on the opposite side, and finally the waning crescent, before returning to new moon darkness. Each phase brings different flying conditions, from pitch black nights to those that feel almost like daylight. Understanding these changes helps you anticipate what you'll see outside and how you'll need to adapt. Knowing the moon's cycle lets you anticipate visibility and plan accordingly. It's a crucial part of pre-flight preparation, especially for long or remote night flights. It's as important as checking the weather. Both factors can dramatically affect your safety and comfort during a night flight. Anticipate the moon's phase, and you'll be ready for whatever the night brings. Whether you're flying over cities or remote wilderness, the moon can be your silent partner in the sky. The moon's cycle is predictable. Use it to your advantage. Modern tools and apps make it easy to track, so you're never caught off guard. Smart pilots plan with the moon in mind, using its light to enhance safety, efficiency, and confidence on every night flight. Flying near a new moon is the toughest challenge for VFR pilots. With no moonlight, the world below becomes a black void, especially over forests, water, or rural areas. The horizon can vanish, leading to spatial disorientation, a dangerous trap where your senses mislead you. In these conditions, you must rely on your instruments, even under VFR. Obstacle avoidance becomes critical. Unlit towers or hills can be invisible. Pre-flight planning is your lifeline. Know your route, terrain, and obstacles. Fly over well-lit areas when possible. They create a man-made horizon. Consider flying higher for extra clearance. A good rule: add 1,000 feet to your minimum safe altitude on dark nights. Never push your limits or the weather. Trust your instruments and respect the darkness. Preparation and caution are your best tools on moonless nights. First and third quarter moons offer a middle ground for night flying. The half moon provides enough light to reveal terrain contours and the horizon, but shadows can hide hazards. It's like driving with one headlight. Better than darkness, but not perfect. Stay disciplined. Scan your instruments and don't trust shadows. The moon's position matters. Know when it rises and sets. A first quarter moon is high at sunset, gone by midnight. A third quarter rises late, best before dawn. Plan your flight times accordingly, or you might start with moonlight and end in darkness. Always check moonrise and moonset times, just like you check sunset and sunrise. Even with decent light, shadows can hide dangers. Maintain safe altitudes. Quarter moons demand vigilance and smart planning. Don't let moderate light lull you into complacency. Waxing and waning gibbous moons are a treat for night VFR pilots. More than half the moon is lit, bathing the landscape in silvery light. Major features, roads, rivers, towns are visible, and the horizon is clear. These are the safest, most comfortable nights for night flying, but don't get complacent. Good visibility can make you overconfident. The moonlight lacks the detail of daylight. What looks safe from above might not be. Stick to your procedures. Scan instruments, cross-check GPS, and keep your night vision sharp by dimming cockpit lights. Enjoy the view, but don't let it distract you from flying. Even on bright nights, instruments tell the truth. Instructors use gibbous moon nights for advanced training. Visibility is great, but discipline is still key. The moon helps you see, but your instruments keep you safe. Treat bright nights as a bonus, not a guarantee. Good airmanship always comes first. Flying under a full moon is magical for pilots. The landscape glows, the horizon is sharp, and you can see details miles away. It's the safest, easiest condition for night VFR, almost like flying at dusk. Situational awareness is at its peak. You can spot other aircraft, weather, and emergency landing sites with ease. A full moon can even help in search and rescue, revealing things invisible on darker nights. But even here, there are minor challenges. Glare from water or clouds and the risk of being distracted by the view. Stay focused. Enjoy the beauty, but fly the plane first. A full moon can be a lifesaver, not just a pretty sight. Stories abound of pilots spotting hazards or even wreckage thanks to moonlight. The full moon transforms night flying. Embrace it, but don't let your guard down. Use the light, but keep your discipline. The moon is your best natural ally in the night sky. Safe night flying starts with smart planning, long before you take off. Add a lunar checklist to your pre-flight routine. First, check the moon's phase. Is it dark or bright? This sets your risk level. Next, check moonrise and moonset times for your route. Don't assume the moon will be there all night. Plan your departure and arrival to maximize moonlight, or be ready for darkness if the moon sets mid-flight. On dark nights, route yourself over populated, well-lit areas and fly higher for safety. On bright nights, you have more flexibility, but always respect minimum safe altitudes. Load your route into your GPS as a backup. Assess your own condition. Are you rested and confident? Night flying is more fatiguing. Know your limits, and don't be afraid to cancel if conditions aren't right. The best pilots know when to stay on the ground. Lunar awareness is a mark of professionalism and safety. Night flying is a dance between technology and nature. The moon's cycle is the most powerful natural factor for night pilots. Understanding it isn't just academic, it's a practical skill that keeps you safe. Each phase brings different challenges and opportunities, from total darkness to brilliant illumination. Tailor your flight plan and mindset to the moon's phase. Remember the lessons of pilots who've been humbled by darkness and saved by moonlight. Situational awareness at night means knowing the quality of the darkness or light around you. Make the moon a central part of your pre-flight briefing. Respect its influence as much as the weather. Fly in harmony with the night, and you'll be a safer, more skilled pilot.